Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, and getting listeners back again. We're a live post game. I made the drive home, so I didn't do it live in the parking lot. I just didn't feel it. Wasn't feeling it. It was an amazing day, an amazing game. Some of my predictions came true. Let's talk about it. Let's rap about it. So let's bring up the score and just enjoy what we got to talk about here. First career grand slam for our new guy, Bryce Turing. Richard, hello, welcome to the live stream. Good to hear from you. It's good to be back in the homestead. It's a little tricky to do these things from the stadium. So there was a little technical. I worked it out. I figured it out, but it was a little tricky from the stadium. So let's talk about today's game. As always, guys, we're going to go over the good, the bad, and the downright ugly of today's game. Obviously, lots of good here today. It was really fun. Good weather first and foremost. That's key on an opening day. Um, I did not have to wear my coat. Uh, I have a Brewers coat, so not a big deal. But I didn't have to wear my coat. Um, just my light hoodie combo sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it, jersey thing that I got going on. And then parking lot wasn't too congested. It wasn't as aggressive with the drunks, so I stayed sober. I didn't drink any beers, um, which it's a great way to enjoy opening day at the same time. So, not that I'm saying anything against people who get blasted, but I wasn't blasted, so it was super fun. Um, but yeah, so that's the good. There's a lot of good to go over today. Freddie, 6 2 hit innings with 7 Ks and only 3 walks. That's double good. That's amazing. And then we had Bryce Wilson in there for 3 innings, um, 2 strikeouts. I mean, just good baseball all the way around. Good baseball all the way around. And then let's go down the line. There's a lot of hitting to talk about. Obviously, Bryce Turing's grand slam. Um, the youth. It's the youth. Contreras hit a dinger. Or, I'm sorry, not Contreras. Anderson hit a dinger, and Bryce Turing with a grand salami. Really good hitting. Guys were on base. That was the exciting part of the action of this game. Like every time, and it did seem to go quicker. It did. It really did. But every time I looked, there was somebody on base. Like I felt like we were being patient. We were being disciplined. We were getting on base. Um, Albeit Christian Yelich didn't do much for the hit column today. He did get on base. But he did strike out 4 times. So Winker continues to go 1 for 3. 2 walks though, so good on him. Willie Adamas with the hits. Telez with the hits. He got a walk too. Contreras got a RBI with the hits. Garrett Mitchell had 2 runs, walked once, got a hit 1 time. Brian Anderson, BA he's batting at 12,000 OPS, so 1.2. Um, 3 RBIs, 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 1 strikeout. Miller did get a bat. I guess I missed that part. But Turing story of the day. He went 2 for 3, 4 RBIs, obviously on the grand slam, and 1 run or 1 walk. Sorry, 1 walk, 1 run, 1 walk. So Freddie, Turing, and Anderson were the highlights of today's game. If you like Rowdy, I was watching Rowdy at bats because my wife loves Rowdy, and he, I don't know if he's just adjusting yet. Like, I don't know, it's weird. You'd think he would be a little better off because he did the World Baseball Classic, uh, but who knows? I mean, Urias got hurt after the World Baseball Classic, or has been hurt after the World Baseball Classic, so maybe it has caused some detriment. I don't know, but this game, let me tell you, for an opening day, and I've been to a bunch of them over the last few years. Uh, Even the COVID restart, I went to that. I I want to say I haven't missed one in a couple of years, but I think I have. I think my kid was ill one day. 2 hours and 37 minutes. This game flew by. I mean, I was sitting there for a good, I don't know, maybe an inning or two, and I was like, whoa, what just happened? Like it just went that quick. But at the same time, you're scoring runs and you're having fun. So I think it was probably between the first and the third and the fourth inning where I was just like, whoa. I was still walking around when the exploring like the new team stores during the first two innings. But everything else, like I only managed to spend $16 on food. Right. It just feels like it just feels so fast for baseball. Attendance was down. I don't. It might have been a sellout, but it didn't look very full to me. Like if you've been to opening day ever in the past and you've seen the congestion and you see how crazy the stadium is, um, it definitely felt that way when we were kind of walking throughout the concourse in like the seventh. No, it was like the eighth inning when we were walking through the concourse, but it did not. It did not have that vibe where it was just crazy drunk people everywhere. I mean, there was crazy drunk people, but they weren't like. It just wasn't as bad. So good game though, very good game. I learned a couple things about rules. We saw a couple violations today. I was just seeing if they don't have like a specific column where you see these violations, do they? No, they don't. They don't really tell you in the wrap, anyways. Maybe they do in the on the game day wrap. They don't say it. Breaking down Anderson's. My God, if you haven't seen that Grand Slam, go back and watch it. I felt it live, so I'm not gonna subject myself to that. But no, I probably will. I probably will. I lied. I'm gonna watch that after this. But what a game! What a start for these young guys. These guys. I just feel like we're always in it. Honestly, watching these guys play, I feel like we're always in it. Um, what a story too. His parents were there. He was there for the opener. You see if there's any updates for the health of any of the players. Nope. Looks like everybody else is still injured. So good to know Jackson Churio. So Jackson Churio is up with the AAA squad. So that's kind of something cool to look at. I had a random guy on Twitter, and shout out if you're watching this video. But I had a random guy, Boomer. I think it was Boomer Scott was the gentleman's name, and I don't know if he's relation to. Isn't there a former brewer Boomer Scott? I don't know. Let me shout this guy out because he sent me free tickets. Or George Scott. I'm sorry, George Scott, not Boomer Scott. George Scott. Who's George Scott? I don't know who this guy is. Just randomly this morning, he sent them to me when I was at the game, and I was like, "Whoa, this is cool." So he was a Red Sox. Jersey Scott. No, that's not Jersey Scott. Jersey Scott, first baseman. Did he play in the Brewers Wall of Honor? Oh yeah, he's in Brewers Wall of Honor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But is this guy a relation? I don't understand. I have to ask him. The youth is good. This is going to be like a new era of Brewers baseball, and I said it yesterday too, and I'm going to keep saying it. This is very much Weeks, Hardy, that era. Ryan Braun, Prince Fielder. Asking him. You just went over 15,500 members. Holy cow! That's crazy. Well, and it's so hard because you don't like. My wife was always monitors them, and she, because she's an admin on my page. I remember we talked. I'm gonna promote you on my page too, because you seem to be pretty good at it from what I've seen. But yeah, I'm gonna ask this guy if he's related to the. Okay, so that being said, let's get into around the league because I want to talk about that. I think I'll reply to my message. But yeah, this guy randomly showed up in my inbox this morning and was like, "Hey, would you like some free tickets?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, why not?" Didn't know. Maybe it was just one of my followers, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll take them." And gave me some free tickets to a game in 2 days. So I was like, "All right, I'll take that." So nothing really urgent as far as news goes. Obviously, with games going on and stuff like that, we're not going to see a lot of, let's say, urgent news. You know what I mean? Like, unless there's something blatant where somebody gets hurt. So everybody else is really just starting. So I really don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Games that have gone final. The Giants beat the White Sox 13, or I'm sorry, 12-3 on 14 hits. Wow, a big gap. I also didn't know. I learned of a new rule. I was listening to the game broadcast, and I didn't know that the pitcher using an infield, like a fielder as a pitcher, rule is now you have to be losing by 10 runs for that to happen. So um, that was a new rule that I didn't know at the time, but that changed. So didn't know that was a thing. And then the rest of the games are just kind of getting underway. It looks like Cubs are up over the Reds 3-1 in the bottom of the first. 10 runs on 10 hits, guys. Wow, what a freaking game! The sing group I sing in will. That's awesome. Lacrosse Day. What is it? June? Let me know what day that is. I would love to check it out. Um, they did hand down. I remember I talked about Anthony Randone uh, grabbing the fan's jersey and swiping at him. They did hand down a suspension to Anthony Randone. So that was deserved, I believe. I mean, you can't grab fans. I mean, that's bad protocol for a baseball player, anyways. Um, right now, the Brewers are on the main slide on the MLB.com, primarily because we were one of the only afternoon games played, obviously. But Stanton crushed another homer, 7 homers late. Giants walk away with a massive win. Velop's speed isn't just impressive, it's historic. That guy is a beast. On the back-to-back home runs, I mentioned this yesterday, the back-to-back home runs hit by Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout totaled 881 feet in 2 home runs. So cool. So cool. Who are the first players of the week for 2023? Yep. He just hit a 3-run shot. Also, so CJ Cron was the player of the week, NL player of the week, with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, a 1.729 OPS in 4 games. AL player of the week, Adam Duvall with Boston, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 1.957 OPS in 3 games. Jeff McNeil of the Mets, who played no pitchers. That's surprising. 485-foot bomb. That's crazy. Some of those, I think 417 was the distance on 417 and 421 were the distances on the homers today by our Brewers players. Okay, so here's 7 incredible facts and figures from a wild opening day. Aces were in mid-season form. Rushman rakes. We talked about Adley Rushman went 5 for 5 on opening day with a dinger. Bochy ball. That's talking about DeGrom getting knocked around. Springer excels in slugfest, Southsiders, and Astro streak. Show me some more runs. Yeah, it's talking about Shohei striking out 10. Oh, God, it's good to be talking baseball. It's good to be back. What do you think of Trace Thompson from the Dodgers? He's awesome. He hit a big grand slam the other night. Played for Britain, Great Britain. Good player. Good player. Yeah, so here's the story. Third baseman has received 5-game suspension and undisclosed fine for his actions involving last Thursday when the club played the Oakland Athletics. Michael Hill, Major League Baseball Senior Vice President for on-field operations, made the announcement. Unless appealed, the suspension is scheduled to begin tonight when the Angels open the road series versus the Seattle Mariners at T-Mobile Park. Rendon elects to appeal, then the discipline will be held in abeyance until the process is over. Just take it, man. Take it and run, because you ain't gonna do any. Just apologize. Just go on an apology tour. That's what I would do. Let's see if there's any other news and notes. I don't really think there is. I'd like to see attendance. Let's go back to the Brewers game for a second, see if they show us an attendance figure on that. If they have it, I don't know if they would. Maybe they would. Anybody else know where you get attendance from? Let's go to box. Yeah, no, he ain't winning that one. I mean, that's blatant and clearly problematic for who I didn't do it downright ugly today. The downright ugly of today's game. Let's think here. I'm gonna say Christian Yelich's batting is downright ugly. But I'm also gonna go with the start by Carrasco. He only went 4. Hunter did not do any better. We got 11.25 ERAs to both of them. Yeah, so Carrasco and Hunter, bad starts. Christian Yelich is batting. Need I say more? 42,000 was the attendance, 2 hours and 37 minutes, 65 degrees. The roof was closed. I thought it was open. I actually said it was open in my live stream because I wasn't paying that close of attention. Oh, here we go. Maybe I missed this before or wasn't reading through it, but there was two pitch timer violations on Carrasco. Interesting. Okay, so it does tell us that. So we can look every game. What a game. What a game. God, just makes you in a better mood. And I think it just ups the ante on how good this team is and how much fun we're going to have this season if this continues in this manner. Right? Am I right or am I right? I'm right. Oh my god, he is. Holy crap, he is. So the guy is son of former big leaguer, the Red Sox, Brewers, uh, Boomer Scott. Holy crap! This hat, the Bearman hat, is I found it on MLB Shop actually. It's sweet. Um, I like the 3930 style. And this was one of the newer ones that they made. Um, I mean I have a lot of new era style. I just bought the um, USA hat. But these get really constrictive. They're really tight. So I always aim for getting a better, a little more room in the cranium. I've got a large head, um, and these are just more comfortable in general. So this is a nice shine to it. There is actually another one that I was looking at. Maybe I didn't buy this at MLB Shop. Maybe I bought it at Shields. One of the two. It's on MLB Shop though. I think I bought this one at Shields and that one at MLB Shop. But yeah, I like that fit. That's just me. 3930 is the way to go. And they make it in just about every hat. So yeah, I can't believe that. The guy is literally a relative of Boomer Scott. He just messaged me back. I just told him honored. Apparently like my account. If he's watching, if you're watching Boomer or Boomer Jr., his Twitter is actually Boomer Jr. NFT. Um, George Scott the third. Thank you, thank you. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and I appreciate you. It was so random that I received those, and I'm so happy. Maybe it was because I was live, but yeah, good things happen sometimes, guys. And great things happen to our Milwaukee Brewers. So I think I've rambled for about all I'm going to ramble tonight. I might finish this video off with a little bit of around the league talk later tonight, but yeah, I'm signing off, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. I appreciate you, Richard. Love that you came on. Uh, hit me up to talk baseball, guys. Richard, I can message you those pictures of the stack of bobbleheads if you're curious. Um, Your luck, Eric. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have a good day. I mean, like today was a great day for me. Uh, you didn't have to correct it. I got it. I got it. You're good. You're good, Richard. Thanks, though. Um, yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. My wife had a lot of fun with it. We had a good time. I put the phone down during the game because I am notorious for being on my phone during games, and I actually sat and watched. And I really enjoyed what I did. So I'll be sharing some posters or some posters, some pictures that I took later. I was in the second deck, so unfortunately, I don't have that great of a zoom lens on my regular camera. So, but got some good pictures. I'll send them out, put them out on the interwebs so you can see them. You guys have a great rest of your day. As always, guys, go Brew Crew. Love this youth movement. Let's do it. Thanks for watching the Miller Park Minute podcast. It's been real. God, what a game. What a game. Oh.